gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the latest live reactional stream with myself, Stevo, and Jason. Jason's just setting up his TV, and what a day we've had today. What a day. 14 goals in 2 matches between Everton and West Brom, and then Leeds versus Fulham. No one predicted any of this. Quite exceptional, and let's hope it continues into this game. Let's hope it continues into the Arsenal West Ham game later, because we're all expecting a Bamiyang to explode, but we all know what will happen. Nothing. We've had the hat trick today. We've had a double-digit score from Mitrovic. You get the idea. It's absolutely madness. A lot of people are going to be watching in live. I can't even check anything at the moment because everything's going right now. Most people would have probably had a Everton asset, I'd like to think. I'm sure they would have done. Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison. I hope people had Richarlison. Did I bring him in my gut feeling? No. I know Thingamajig, Boona had him. I did say maybe captain him. He didn't. Jason, are you back with us?
Yep.
Hey. Talk to the fans. Say hello to them. Who's in the chat?
Yeah. Thomas McStay, Matt D, Cameron Rudge, Benji Yag, Gabriel DeRock, Uncle Juicy TV. Mark Burns there, Grekler's there, Bilal, Shane, Phil Sponge, Phil Rays, Dereco. I think I'm going to switch over this chat thing over, actually, 2 seconds, so I can have everybody talking in it. How are you doing, Steve-O?
Yeah, are you aware that I released a video about half an hour ago about you? You aware of this?
No, not really, no.
Do you want to bring it up?
Do I need to? It's first I know about it.
Well, there we are. Bring it up. Let's see the reaction. It's on Twitter, obviously.
All right, give me a moment. I'm trying to sort out the chat. I've been out with the family, so I had long to sort all this out. But I want to make it so the chat can all talk to each other.
While you're doing that, let me go through the team news for Man United. The biggest news for me is that Dan James starts. Talk about, like, in my opinion, a bit of negativity. I'd have just put Greenwood straight in there, just start him. But we got De Gea in goal. Fusa Mensah's playing, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Pogba, and then James, Fernandes, Rashford, and Martial. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, are pretty much unchanged from the other day, as expected. It's the usual suspects in there. I was hoping maybe that what's his name? Easy, AK, whatever his stupid name is. Easy, Eze, yeah, would start. He isn't. It's Guaita in goal, Ward, Kuwaita, Sacco, Mitchell, Townsend, McCarthy, Schlupp, Zaha, and Ayew. I'm actually looking forward to this. John Lovren, come on, Steve-O, don't leave us in suspense with an announcement. Who said it's an announcement? Have you found the video?
Let me bring it up then. I'm sure
the video is on Twitter. Twitter at Elite FPL. Everybody, give us a follow. Benji Yang, come on, Palace. Lucas Burnett, Barnwagon to Mitrovic. Don't think Greenwood be trained enough.
He's Ollie already came out and said that he hadn't had enough rest, referring to Greenwood. Okay. To Greenwood, so therefore, it's the warning signs were there. Anyway, so right, so I'll get our Twitter up. That's your best mate. That's your retweet there of James from Planet FPL.
James retweet what?
Yeah, or yeah.
No.
What you tweeted out. We are live. Okay, so what is this then? Half an hour ago. An hour ago.
About an hour ago, yeah. It's an hour ago now, yeah.
Right.
An hour ago.
Hang on.
United versus Crystal Palace game. Now, you'll be interested to know that I actually have something to tell Jason. Stay tuned and find out what I have to tell Jason. See you at 5:15.
Okay, so you said you got something to tell me.
Yes. And I mean this. This is going to feel great getting this off my chest. I think you've pulled out a blinder. I'm going to turn the chat off because I'm going to tell you now the chat's annoying me with the junk they're coming out with. Yeah, I truly do mean this. Now, I've been writing a diary, as you know, about Game Week 1, Game Week 2, and I'll be doing it throughout the whole season. There's a chance that there may be a members-only video where I literally just read out everything I've written in this diary. And here we go. So, firstly, Now, I didn't watch the stream until, as you know, until after it all finished and everything. And I messaged you and I just said, it's absolutely beautiful listening to it. And then I find out that you capped Sterling because you hit 300 likes. Fair enough.
Yeah,
whatever.
I was going to do that anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, you did say
it. Just made it fun. People were getting upset with me in chat.
As I came live on air, I did say that as I've written down here, I personally do like the team. There's nothing wrong with it other than Jesus. I do think the Jesus pick, I just do not like it at all. I'd rather have Martial, but you've done it. It's fine. I've written down here, everybody's saying no Aubameyang. What are you doing without Aubameyang? This was during the point where you didn't have him in, and I just said, watch him blank and Sterling turn up. And yeah, I truly mean this. I think, by the way, I've got a load of other things written down, but I don't want to reveal it. I actually made a prediction on what your points returns would be as well for your team. I've gone 80 points total. This is 80 points.
I mean, I was a little bit, I was confident I could get around about that points, but now I've seen Pickford, Digne and Dallas all blank. Get me 1 point between them. I'm not too confident. I would settle with 70.
All right, 10 points less. No, I really do mean this. I think that you've played an absolute blinder. And in fact, stuff it. I'll just say it now. I have hit my wild card. I've had to. I've done it. Now, I was either going to do a -8 or a -12 for game week 3. Or maybe even a -16. My team was an absolute pile of junk.
Let's find your team currently as it stands then. Let's bring it up here. So,
well, no one's played from the team yet. So
well, no one's played yet. And there's still no one to play for your team, even in this game.
No.
What's going on there? No, TV's just turned off. Weird.
But yeah, I have. It was either to do a -8, a -12, or a -16. It would have required, in my specific case, to do a -16 to get rid of the absolute drab tripe that's in my team. So I just thought, to hell with it. I'm going to have to wildcard. And why? Because like you, this is you against everybody. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about everybody. You're way ahead of the curve. That match between Everton and West Brom tells me jump on Everton attack now. Jump on them. Or 2 out of 3 anyway. Forget their defence. Forget them.
Rodriguez and
Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin,
for you. Richarlison, to be fair, Richarlison looked absolutely brilliant. Like, he looked like he was
man possessed.
He was, to me, he was the man of the match. Like, well, actually Rodriguez, but close second. Like, to me, Calvert-Lewin just was in the right place at the right time. But all the movement that Richarlison was doing, very impressive. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, I think just jump on him. West Brom, forget it. I said yesterday, this is that right. So I've written down here as well, there are teams I'm focusing on this weekend. Everton, they've passed the test with flying colours. Southampton, Man United, Liverpool and Man City. These 5 teams, it's Southampton because of the 2 players that I had in my team originally, which was Ings and McCarthy. Everton have passed the test. Southampton, I won't know until tomorrow. Doesn't really matter anyway, because like you stated, Hasenhüttl coming out basically just saying, we're hopeless. We're not good enough. And I thought, you know what? You're right. Just get them gone. They lost to Brentford. They lose to Crystal Palace. They got Tottenham tomorrow, where I did say it'll be a tight game, but I think Tottenham are going to win it 2-1-ish, 1-0, something like that. Man United is going to be interesting tonight. Specifically Martial and Fernandes, those 2 specifically. Liverpool for me tomorrow, this is as simple as it gets. If they look really, really bad at the back still and look like they just are letting in anything that gets shot at them, but Salah looks good, I'm going to ditch both Robbo and Trent and bring in Salah. However, if Liverpool look good defensively and Salah looks like his usual self against top 6 teams and away from home, not at it, I'll happily stick with the 2 Liverpool defenders. Right, just keep speaking because this is going to drive me up the wall. I'm going to go on mute.
Go on, go and get an ice cream, Steve-O. Zaha's, it's a free kick to Palace at the moment. I'm a little bit behind. I'm 1 minute 55 into the game. Shaw heading the ball away. And Palace starting the brighter of the 2 teams so far. And I think this game could be interesting. Will United start the season with a bang, or will Crystal Palace frustrate? I'll take a 1-0 win. With no heavily owned Man United asset getting on the scoring sheet. So I'll take a McTominay goal in this one. McTominay goal and a Fosu-Mensah assist or something ridiculous like that no one else has got. You back, Steve-O?
Yes, I'm back. Just as Liverpool are going to be very key for me tomorrow. Man City, to be honest with you, I've got De Bruyne and Sterling in already. That's fine. But honestly, mate, I truly do mean this. You've played an absolute blinder with your wild card. De Bruyne, Sterling, you're already on it. Aubameyang, you'll be getting rid of for what's his face? Salah, I think you said, for the following game week. Stunning plan. And
Ollie Watkins, mate. Remember the name.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting one. We haven't seen him play in the Premier League. Yes, there's a chance. I've got him down to score a goal. I think he'll get some form of attacking returns against Sheffield United. But DCL, you must be overjoyed with that hat trick. You must be overjoyed with that.
I was, but it's just the selfish, greedy person in me, like looking at that Pickford 1 point, Digne 1 point. I was so disappointed because, to me, the goal was the goal that he conceded to Diangana was soft. Like, he might have been outsighted because of Mina backtracking, but yeah, the free kick he couldn't have saved. But yeah, I don't know. I felt he could have got pretty certain for that clean sheet today. But yeah, over the moon from Calvert-Lewin. Why didn't I captain him?
Yeah, yeah. Dallas, Justin, Digne, the fact that you haven't got any Liverpool defenders means you can free up a lot of funds with this. I mean, for me, I've written down here. I was genuinely thinking of doing. In fact, you can ask Davey FPL. Was thinking of doing Ings to Richarlison, but I didn't do so because I had a plan. After 60 minutes, he had 8 points, and I was feeling a bit dejected, and it was just that line going in my head: just go with your gut. My gut was...
Well, I went with my gut and I got blasted in the chat for it because it wasn't the template that everyone was expecting it to be.
Well, can I ask this question? I want to stick a middle finger up to everybody right now having a go at you about Click, whatever his stupid name is.
I know.
Because, yes, he returned...
It's my fault. It's my fault, though. I said I wasn't going to listen to chat, but I took advice from chat and Discord and went for Podence. I mean, Podence still, he's got the better fixtures. He might come good over a period of time. It could end up being okay. He might still even score against City. So, we can't really judge that yet. But yeah, I was pretty set on my team this morning. It was just that one change I made. C'est la vie, it's what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be. I mean, we all know how it feels like when you like me, for instance, with Ings and Richarlison. I it's just like, you can't help it. I mean, you'll be feeling exactly the same as me. But at the end of the day, Podence, I'd like to think, could become a first teamer for Wolves. He's looked excellently for them over the last 3 or 4 games that he's played for them. I wouldn't be around. I just made the point here that I just hold on. Oh, we got a goal, Jace.
Oh,
we got a goal. Do you want to know?
No.
Okay.
Let me have a look.
Let's, Jason, read for the action, but we have got a goal, everybody.
Okay, so
talk us through it, Jace.
So West Ham, Palace in possession, passing it backwards. in their own half now, and Saka to the left over the top. Who's that running onto it? I can't really see. Slup at the back post. Slup to the back post. Andros Townsend slots it in. 1-0 Palace.
What's going on, Jace?
Would you Adam and Eve it? Would you Adam and Eve it?
What's going on, Jace?
So
1-0 Crystal Palace.
So what's going on is exactly what I feared. United are just not up to speed at the moment in the Premier League. Poor defending again. Ball comes over. Lindelof is chasing. Schlupp is running and crosses it to the back post. Luke Shaw is too slow to catch up with him, and yeah, it's just pretty much an easy. To be honest with you, the keeper could have done. It's back across De Gea. It's not in the near post. It's back across the face of goal, and he scores. It's frustrating. It is frustrating.
Well, I mean, we've got
no. Palace will just literally just sit back and just soak up all the pressure and counter attack football. I mean, it's going to be one of those games.
Well, we'll find out.
I had this fear. This might happen.
Well, they got a good record, Crystal Palace, at your place. Only lost one in the last 3. If it was
I think we've got enough to get a result here, maybe still 2-1. But I did fear that if Palace were to nick a goal, admittedly, this is very early on. We're in the 8 minutes basically of the game played. So we'll have to wait and see. But Palace were the more dominant of the two teams. I mean, United are passing it around at the moment. It's like classic United, frustrating. It's backwards and forwards around the halfway line at the moment, Steve-O. It's no real penetration. I'm looking at the forward lines now. I'm looking for runs. I can't see anyone moving. Hardly any movement. It's Bruno Fernandes is there in the centre. He's looking for the ball. He's not getting it. United playing it wide to short, and it's just if United keep playing like this, it's going to be a comfortable victory for Palace. United need to start really making pass and movement play. Start getting into spaces. Bruno there now miscontrols it and gets cut out, but I think United need to up their urgency, up their tempo if they're going to try and get back into this game. It's playing into the hands of Palace, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Mitchell getting a clean sheet? It's disgusting.
Well, he's second on my sub bench because I've got Oliver Burke. But anyway,
but yeah.
I mean, regarding my wild card as well, price rises. I'm going to try and jump on them, but to be completely blunt, I had to do it because my team's value I've lost.
Yeah, you lost 0.2, didn't you? Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to afford anybody.
Who was that? It was Mane and Ings.
No, Saka.
Mane and Saka. Sorry.
Yeah. So I had to do it, and it's one of those where I feel like I'm chasing you, in the sense of you're now. I really do like your team. I think what you've done from a strategy, tactical point of view is excellent. I love the Aubameyang to Salah next week. If you do it, I mean, everything could change.
That's the plan.
Aubameyang could.
Yeah. Did you like my video, by the way? My video that I released, the horror.
Oh, it was brilliant. Yeah, that was brilliant. when I woke up this morning and went to download a podcast and it popped up with Elite FPL. I was just like, hold on a minute, what?
Dots and dashes. You're wondering what the dots and dashes were.
Jim Parry, well done to Jim Parry. Worked out it was Morse code.
Well, yeah, it's dots and dashes. Yeah.
Yeah, Morse code for wildcard. Fantastic.
Scout days.
So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people hitting the wildcard this game week, and I think depending on their kind of circumstances. I mean, mine was an emergency. I had to get rid of 4 or 5 players, and it could end up being getting rid of maybe up to 8, depending on Trent and Robbo tomorrow. But I've certainly got Calvert-Lewin and Jimenez.
I mean, you've got an extra week of sample data to work with so far. wildcard game week 3 is going to be very popular, I think, especially with the way that things have been going on with Everton and with City playing. If they smash it, I see a lot of people getting on those. I just think that I think all I care about, Steve-O, more than anything else is Bruno blanking, Aubameyang blanking. That's all I care about.
I bet you do. Yeah.
I want United to win. Of course I do. So I want Rashford maybe to get a goal. I want, this is from my FPL point of view. It's nervous. However, Aubameyang blanking, I will be absolutely loving life. I'm banking on it.
Do you agree with Gadi Rappaport saying, guys, honestly, you pushed the button too soon, so much we don't know? I've got my opinion on that. What's your opinion?
Two schools of thought. You can play it safe, or you take a risk. You roll the dice, my friend. That's what you do. That's what I do anyway. You get, the people that achieve well are the ones that get in before we know. We know exactly where the safe picks are. I'm not the sort of person that's just going to follow the trend, so to speak. I want to be one of those people that are, pioneering picking players before the crowd starts picking them in. So like the likes of Jesus, not even been really talked about at all. Sterling, obviously, with everyone talking about KDB, has been flying under the radar. And we all know that Sterling, when playing without Aguero in the team, performs a lot better. There was a statistic, actually, it was ridiculous, but it was such a good statistic. And David De Gea, all my life, that was close. Almost a mistake there between Maguire and De Gea. That could have easily been embarrassing.
Stuart Bell saying, I think Jason was a bit rash on the wild card. Think his team looked decent before it. What do you think on that comment?
I don't think it looked decent, to be honest. I had a few headache problems in there, and some players that I probably should have not started with season on. It was more, the Mitrovic getting a return today was kind of like a bit of a spanner. What's your thoughts on that? That Leeds like to score, but they also like to concede.
I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. They were solid in the Championship. What was it? Last 10 games, they kept 7 clean sheets out of 10.
Zaha on the attack here, sorry. Out left to Schlupp. Schlupp in the box, headed away. Of course, you'd hear about it before me anyway, so I don't know why I'm stopping you. But United, again, they're susceptible to the counter-attack with Zaha at the moment. He's looking very, very dangerous. But yeah, each to their own. At the end of the day, did I wildcard too early? I don't think so. Even with the knowledge of what's happened today in today's games, no, I don't think I wildcarded too early at all. I'm happy with my wildcard. I'm happy with my team. I'm happy going forward. I don't have any headaches in my team that I need to sort out. So yeah, I'm good, and I didn't need to take a -16. So 11 new players in my team from game week 1. Wholesale changes. I'm not.
I think, to be honest, we can make a general assumption of how teams are going to perform, to be honest with you. I really do. You asked just then about Leeds, is Bielsa just saying, do you know what, we've got to get goals? Maybe all Championship teams are thinking, we've got to get goals. And that's why, again, I'm no expert on this, but that's why they're so open at the moment, conceding so many goals at the moment, that they think that the best form of staying up is actually scoring, when reality is about defending. Hence why Sheffield United, Burnley, Stoke stay up all the time, because they just focus on defending. You're better off getting a point. It's like Sam Allardyce always says, you're better off getting a point per game than you are getting 0. Or risking going for 3 points and getting 0. Yeah, the fans may not like it, but solidify yourself in the Premier League, and then you can build on something. That's the same with us, Burnley. The only difference is that our governing body, chairman, whatever, we don't spend money. We haven't got any money to spend, and we're not willing to spend it. So we've got to continue building on the tiny little squad we've got and bring in the odd.
Hang on. Bruno's just gone down holding his ankle. Hang on,
Okay.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. It could be.
Talk to us through it, please.
Oh, he's on the floor, but I think it could be one of those. It's like, no, he's fine. He held his ankle, but now it's nothing. It's fine.
That's actually it's a very good point. Capping Gaming. Hello, Capping. You need to change the title to Gameweek 2. You've left it as Gameweek 1, but that's
yeah. Well,
it's all right.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
James,
we still got people watching.
Yeah, my late second wild card last season was a disaster. Dropped from 35k to 79k in 7 game weeks. Well, no disrespect or anything, James, but over 7 weeks dropping from 35k to 79k. Number one, they're excellent ranks, but number two, what were you doing with your team to drop half your ranks, so to speak? But then again, 79,000 is absolutely extraordinary. People like Jason here who've got, like I say, in my opinion, a very, very good team. My team is pretty much identical, give or take, just the odd player here or there that I haven't got. Watkins, I got Werner instead and whoever. But shall I post my team?
What's your wild card looking at the moment?
I'll show you.
Just post it in, obviously.
Yes.
It's ideal now. Posting the live stream screenshots.
Live team screenshots.
Yeah, that live stream screenshots. We should have put it live stream team screenshots. That would have been even more of a tongue twister. I'll put it up on the screen once you've posted it, dude. This is really like lethargic from United. Oh, Zaha winning a free kick. Pogba. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, hang on then. Get up on the screen for people to see at home.
See at home.
Oh, okay. Right, let's bring it up so everyone.
Obviously, there's caveats to what my thought processes are, but that's what it is as it stands right now.
Meslier, Alexander Arnold,
he'll be gone.
Saiss and Robertson, Sterling, De Bruyne, Podence, Rodriguez, very nice. Wilson, Calvert-Lewin, and Werner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you spread the funds around instead of going with like what I've done with Jesus. If
the whole thing regarding Liverpool tomorrow, what I've already expressed about Salah and Trent and Robbo, depending on various factors that go on in that game, it could end up being a 3-5-2 with Salah in the team and dropping potentially Werner and having Pulisic in there. And I mean, Pulisic is somebody that I'm going to be wanting to be listening out for as well. I think it'd be fantastic doubling up on Pulisic and Werner. Lots of thought processes going through my head, but I think certainly for anybody.
West Brom away. Yeah, I can see him dominating that.
Just awful team. Do you know what? What's the chance of Bilic being the first manager sacked? I said it could be Rodgers. I said it could be Dean Smith, potentially Roy Hodgson, the first managers to be leaving their posts. Maybe David Moyes. What about Bilic? Started off.
Did you hear about the red card that he got today at half time?
No.
So
Really?
Yeah, Bilic got sent off. So so Mike Dean sent off Gibbs for a shocking lash out on Rodriguez. So just before the stroke of half time, Rodriguez they had a bit of a coming together, so to speak. And then literally a second after, Gibbs just raised his hands and almost tapped him on the head almost. It wasn't like a punch or anything. It was like pushed him in the head sort of thing, like pushed him in the head. And the referee saw it and sent Gibbs off. And then, of course, he didn't look at the monitor, which I think Bilic was very annoyed at, because I think a lot of people think that they'll look at the monitor now. Oh, that was close. McTominay just wide of the right-hand post. Very close. Yeah, so he didn't look at the screen. He just sent him off. Bilic wasn't happy about it. And obviously on Sky Sports, you could quite clearly hear Bilic shouting at the referee, telling him what he felt about his decision not to look at the screen for that decision. And Mike Dean just raised the red card, sent him off. Like, just saying, why did you look at the screen? Why? And was asking the question, but the referee didn't have to answer him. And yeah, it was a genuine question. Why didn't he look at the screen? Yes, it was a strikeout to the player's head, but I think just for what's the word I'm after? Just for peace of mind of that of Bilic, I think it would have looked good.
Well done to Jack Benzie. I predicted Leeds 3, Fulham 3 on the prediction screen. What on earth made you think 3-3, Jack? That is Sufti. Why do you think DCL is a better option than Richarlison? I don't think I do. It's just the fact that he's 1 million cheaper. Sorry, 0.9 cheaper. If you were to have a choice, money no option, Jace, Richarlison or DCL?
Richarlison.
Why?
He just looks more deadly to me. Like, DCL's tapping merchant. Richarlison makes things happen. Like, he's special. He can make situations, whereas DCL is normally on the end. Yeah, I think if money wasn't an option and they were the same price, I would go with Richarlison. But money is an option. That's why I've gone with Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, that completely makes sense. And were you surprised by the two results that have happened today? Obviously, Everton scoring 5. I think it's the first time they scored 5 goals.
It was the first time I've watched Everton, actually. I didn't see him last week against Spurs. But yeah, very, very impressed. I heard a lot of people saying how impressed they were. But yeah, very impressed with Ancelotti's setup there. Disappointed they conceded. I felt that they could have definitely... Oh, here we go. What are United doing? Oh my God, sure. Come on, closing down. Townsend with a blast over the bar, and it's just... If we're not lucky, we could easily get... We're playing too complacent, Steve-O. We're just like... It's a little bit no urgency in the passing. Not quick to close down. It's like... It's frustrating. Calvert-Lewin is amazing value. He just needs good passes, which James provides. Absolutely. It was goals galore into this Man United snooze fest. I'm telling you guys, I don't see there being many goals in this game.
What's your thinking on Daniel James being picked ahead of Greenwood?
I'm thinking that's going to change come early in the second half if it stays 1-0 to Palace. But I was expecting Greenwood not to start, in the sense that if you read into Ole's comments about everything that happened over the international break and the period where they're playing in Iceland, I think the comments were along the lines of he's been wanting to rest Greenwood for quite some time, especially over the summer. That's not a foul either. Get back up. Bruno with a shot deflected and straight at Gaeta. So essentially, Greenwood, I should say, he's been trying to give him a break, and he's not had much of a break. So I'm feeling that he's just going to be eased back into the squad. He'll probably come on as a substitute in the second half of this game and probably impact it for the better. And you'll probably see Van der Beek and Greenwood come on in around about the 65th to 66th minute. I'm going to predict. Regulon announced, says Oscar Bell in the chat.
What about Bale?
I don't know why you're going to get him in on your wildcard if he gets announced.
No, he can't play for. I think he's a bit injured or something like this. So
He's not fit.
he's yeah. So I'm not going to say. And just a welcome.
Asfar Malua.
Yeah.
Asfar Mulana, thank you, and welcome to the Grassroots memberships. Hope you enjoy the member streams. And yes, I might quickly do a video for the members after the game tonight to give my thoughts on the Arsenal result. Just a little.
Grekler, interestingly, so people having a go at you for wildcarding early. Well, Grekler, triple captain Aubameyang, and he's now wildcarded. What are your thoughts on that, Jace?
As a rival, it's great. I mean, you've used 2 of your chips opposed to my 1, and go and do what you want to do, man. I'm not gonna tell you that you're stupid just because you're doing things differently to everyone else. I mean, just go with it, man. Just go with it. Top of the Invitational League, triple captain Aubameyang. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. Let's talk about the Invitational League. Let's talk.
Yeah. Invitational League.
Idea. Let's look through some teams. What an excellent idea.
Yeah. Top of the Invitational League.
Who is it? It's
as triple captained.
Peter Scullion.
Yeah. Triple captained.
Aubameyang. Wow. What do you think of? He's already had Calvert-Lewin come through for him today.
I know. I was gutted when I saw that.
Unfortunate for Harrison.
He's done the -4 though, Steve-O.
Well, I'm assuming he took out. I can't even take a random guess who he took out.
No idea who he took
transfers. Ali out for Harrison. Saliba out for Digne. Right. Okay.
Oh, that worked out then.
Oh my! So, God, triple captain Aubameyang, nice, very very nice. I'm not going to ask who's third because it's you. But Paulie second. Quickly look at Paulie's team. Let's see how well he's done so far. Oh yeah, Calvert-Lewin and Mitrovic. What a git! Perfect game week so far. Well done, Paulie.
I'm back now.
Did you hear that, Chase?
What was that say?
Calvert-Lewin and Mitrovic, Paulie had in his team.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Well done, the Paulie. He's absolutely smashed it out of the park.
Considering last season he did so poorly, this season he started off so well.
Yeah.
He started off with a bang.
24 points already.
Oh, we got another wild carder, Jason, in Ryan Season. Shouldn't have done it, mate.
Too early. 1 game week too early.
Got a bit of action, Jason. You want to look at the TV?
Right, okay, here we go. So it's Palace. Looks like Palace with a corner or a free kick. I can't tell. Corner, I believe. Yeah. Ball's coming in, and the ball is bouncing around. Schlupp bouncing around, and it's out to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes chips it to Gaeta. Gaeta's headed it away, and what's going on here? Townsend on the right hand side, and the game's been stopped due to a collision with Rashford's head, and there is possibly going to be a VAR check. I'm looking at it now. Gaeta flicks it in the air, and Ward is gone in for a header. And in the process of going in for a header, he's collided directly with Marcus Rashford. Eyes on the ball, not on the player. And no, that's not. To me, that's an unfortunate collision, not a foul or a serious foul play or anything like that. So that the ball, he's looking at the ball. He's gone for a header. And do you know when players, they move their elbows to go for the headers? Yeah, they've jumped and he's just hit him in the head. It's fine.
Not going to be a penalty then. No, nothing going to be happening.
Penalty? No. It was nowhere near the penalty area. It was Gaeta was coming out of his box to Bruno Fernandes flicked the ball over to Rashford in his path, and Gaeta came out quick, dealt with it. Well, I say dealt with it, flicked it up in the air, like miskicked it, and that's when Ward had to make the challenge. There we go. It's an honest, yeah. I mean, it's honestly, it's if defenders aren't allowed to make challenges like that, then the football's gone.
I just want to I just want to say that I don't know what Mr. Reed and his wife are drinking, but
what's this?
His girlfriend last week in the community league, the free league, she triple captained Salah, and this week, thanks to Mr. Reed, brought in Bamford and captained him. 24 points so far, and he's going to get a 2-3
position?
bonus. She's 5th in the community league.
In the community league?
Yep, and looks like Bamford's going to get 2 bonus points. Mr. Reed.
Nicola Carnier.
Yeah. Why aren't you?
Wow. Captain Bamford? What? That's mental. Captain a 5.6 player.
But this is Mr. Reed choosing it, and Mr. Reed, like I made the point to him, like he is just telling her what is kind of like his gut feeling is. So just do it, because he has no care in the world how she does. And surprise, surprise, because of this, she's doing incredibly. And she is probably going to continue in her work league, which has got, well, hundreds upon hundreds of people. Number 1.
Well, she's 3,000 overall. 3,600 overall. It's ridiculous.
And she'll be going up and up and up tonight.
Wow.
I mean, how many people own Calvert-Lewin, for example? Charleston, like overall people.
A lot more now. 14% owns Calvert-Lewin, but it's going to be 20 odd by the time tomorrow.
Well, yes.
It's going to be mental. It could go up to 2.2 million.
Well, I've brought. Funny enough, while we've been on air, do you know a player that I have actually brought in instead of Meslier? Based on Aston Villa, the way they ended last season, hardly conceding goals, they brought in a very good keeper in Martinez. I brought him in instead of Meslier, basically, and I brought in Click because there's a very small chance I could get a 0.1 rise out of him. Selling value this is, and then maybe able to get back in Podence, but I'm kind of.
Do you not worry that Podence is going to get reduced minutes due to that fullback that they've just signed?
Well, that's why I brought in Click,
and now Traore could play.
Yes, that's midfield. Why Click.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I've done it for price rising and everything, but Calvert-Lewin's going to go up in price tonight. Already bought in by 111,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is quite extraordinary.
Bale's been announced, apparently. Guppy's saying.
Oh, has he?
On Spurs Instagram, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That is fantastic.
Gareth Bale back in the Premier League.
Brilliant.
I won't be going anywhere near him, though. I had Mane over Salah last week, but this week I've got Calvert-Lewin and Mitrovic. Well done, Seb.
Who did he have, sorry?
Calvert-Lewin and Mitrovic.
Oh, well done, yeah. Just like Paulie. Well done. Excellent. Tottenham, let's type them in.
Thing is, it's like I'll be honest with you, I would love to just sit and be able to watch and enjoy United. Like, I want to just be able to watch and just forget about FPL and be able to watch and enjoy my team play football, but I can't because I don't want Bruno to score and I don't want Martial to score. But it's like, it's a really weird feeling. Really weird feeling.
The Football Hub official podcast. He's going to be an injury magnet. This is Bale. Probably between 7.5 and 9 million. Not going to go near him. 7.59 million. If he's even 9 million, I'd be looking at him seriously.
Who's
going to be
that?
9 point. This is Bale. He's going to be 9.
Bale. You're looking at Bale if he's 9 million.
Oh yes.
What, like later on in the season? Surely
Later on in
not.
the season,
Not.
of course,
Yeah.
not immediately.
Yeah.
He won't be playing until I predicted Newcastle at home, which is in 2 weeks' time.
I think I'd like to see him at least a couple of game weeks before considering him, though.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I think that this is a great signing.
It's a Spurs team that are very unpredictable at best.
Absolutely, yeah. They've got. Well, it's actually next week. Actually, Sunday. I think it could be a homecoming for Bale versus Newcastle. Maybe come on as a substitution or something like this, and then Tottenham are then playing Man United away. That's going to be a Sunday evening, maybe a Saturday evening kickoff. Sunday afternoon, 4:30 kickoff between the 3rd and the 5th of October. Oh, imagine that. Bale at Old Trafford.
I thought you were going to say someone scored then.
No, you'll know.
Bale at Old Trafford. Well, you've got no one in this game, so for your point of view, you want it to end what? I would assume Man United lose to Palace or something like that.
Yeah, so long as Martial, Fernandes blank.
So we're on the same page in terms of FPL. But of course, I want
either way.
I want Maguire to head in a corner from. Problem is, it's going to be from Bruno, isn't it? That's the problem.
The Football Hub official podcast is now. I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed about the Everton game. Had my transfer planned in advance. Son to James Rodriguez and Reed to Diangana. Now price rise are going to mess me up. Well, this is the point. This is why Jason, myself, have done these wildcards. I personally had to do it because I wouldn't have been able to get in De Bruyne or Sterling.
Nice bit of play. Oh, Fernandes down in the box, and a free kick being given. What's going on? They're looking at VAR. Fernandes trips. Right, so Martial outside of the box. To Fernandes, who gets kicked on outside, the outside of the box. So it's not a penalty. Pogba did fly down. I did at first think it would have possibly be a penalty to Pogba. His shoe was taken off of his foot. VAR are checking a possible penalty on Paul Pogba, and there could be a penalty here. I do not know, or I do not believe that there will be, but there could be a penalty, and as we are Varchester United, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a penalty. I don't know.
You're saying you'd be surprised?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's one of those where the player stood on Paul Pogba's shoe, and is actually removed Paul Pogba's boot. Okay,
it's a free kick.
Thanks for that.
And if you want to talk us through this wonderful free kick, mate.
Well, you're ahead of me. What's the score? 1-0 to Palace. Jam.
Well, Lewis Robinson, the Elite Mini League, Jace, who's above you. He brought in Van der Beek this week.
He's above me. What's his score?
Yes. He's on 100. Well, no, this is from obviously last week.
No, I'm above him now, mate.
You are, but he's got no one playing, literally, because he's got Van der Beek.
Yeah. I look at his team and I'm not scared of it. No.
Oh, Phil Jewell had one player in the Everton match playing.
What,
Can you guess who it was?
One player in the Everton match, and didn't you?
Close. Coleman.
Oh my God. That was a blast from the past, isn't it?
Here we go. So Phil's team, Austin, didn't play. So Bernardo could come on. He's got Struch, of Leeds who didn't play because now their first team of Cooper's back. So that means that Gilbert could be coming on.
It's all right. We'll take that off the screen.
You've got Jamie Vardy captain, Jace.
1 week too late.
Oh, I don't know. We've got problems at Burnley in defence.
No, you'll be all right.
I hope so.
You'll be fine.
Oh, I tell you what. Martin, sharpshooters in Torbay Elite. Martin New, Rodriguez and Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah.
They're the big winners today. There's a lot of people on various deadline streams asking, should I bring in James Rodriguez for Ali or...
I honestly think, right, this game is the worst game of football I've seen since the start of the season.
Well, Martial, Cy Bellamy, he's played his wild card.
If you tripled up on Man United right now, you'd be feeling pretty damn down. I mean, there's another half of football.
Well, Cy Bellamy has Fernandes and Martial. He had Calvert-Lewin in his team, Digne, Meslier, Harrison. So...
Harrison, that's another big one. Big disappointment for people that chose Harrison over Click.
Shroom. I still have 3 Spurs players. It could work out tomorrow. Spurs, Southampton.
Yeah, the real winners of today are the Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin owners. Massive winners.
Of course, yeah. Anybody with Everton attack. Boona.
Yeah.
Bring up Boona's team for crying out loud. But Charlison, Rodriguez, okay, he had Digne, but
where is
minus
he?
8 points.
Where is he?
He's below me in the, literally a place below me in the Champions.
Well, is he below you?
In the
Invitational. Is he
invitation? And I'm right near the bottom.
You're right. Have you seen Firetog? It's worth getting him as a mention as well.
Oh, is he? Go on, tell us, talk to us.
Where is Boona?
Did you join his Elite Injector League? I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
he's in that, but obviously he's in that. But you're saying about Firetog. Is this obviously the Invitational League?
Yeah, Firetog. Look, he's at the bottom.
Yeah, let's have a look. I know Dread's down there as well. I know Dread. Hello, Dread. I know you're here. Just seeing your name pop up.
What score are you on?
Me?
Yeah.
47 points I was. Well, Boona isn't in the Invitational League then. Okay. All right, fair enough. He's not in the Invitational.
Was he near you, was he?
He's literally on the same points as me. He was. But I'm in his... Hold on. Some action, Jason. You may want to watch.
Okay.
United attack.
All right, here we go. United, Maguire over to right to Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah looking to spread it forward to James. James cutting inside. Pogba goes around the player into Maguire. Maguire to Rashford. Maguire to Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah back to Bruno. Bruno back to Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah ball away and Zaha's with the ball now. Zaha running at Lindelof. Zaha still running at Lindelof and shows too much of it, as the commentator says, and it's back with Schlupp on the left-hand side. Schlupp in the box. Looking to take a pass. McTominay. A pass 2 and a shot straight at De Gea. De Gea did really well to scoop it up and over the bar. It was a good save. Good save. It was an awkward place. It was towards De Gea, but he managed to scoop it over the bar. That'll do him a world of confidence making that save. But he shouldn't have had to make that save.
We have a new member, Jason.
Oh. I didn't even hear it. Didn't even hear it. I need to sort that out. let's have a quick look then. Thank you ever so much to Darren Coots, to the memberships. Thank you for becoming a member, becoming a playmaker, my friend. Hope you enjoy the exclusive member content that we provide you throughout the season. And look forward to giving away our first member prize at the end of this month.
Absolutely. If you go to my team, Jason, you'll be able to see I'm in the whatever the blasted name is. Elite Injectors. It's the moderator.
Yeah, I know
league,
you
basically.
are the Elite Injectors. Do you not mean Booner's Injectors? Oh, the Elite Injectors, sorry.
The Elite Injectors, yeah.
Right, I found it. Inject FC.
And then he's below me.
He's on 22 points. He's on 22 points.
-8.
Oh,
but
yeah, he did a -8. Yeah.
It's paid off, though.
Yeah.
It's paid off. Dividends.
Who did he do?
Rodriguez and Richarlison in for Ali and Kane, was it? Kane, yeah. He's got to be
Kane out. God.
I think it's a great transfer, to be honest with you. Let's just clarify. In fact,
he's going to have loads of money in the bank, isn't he?
He's got 1.5 in the bank. He
Only
did
1.5?
3 transfers. Oh, Digne in for Burr. So Burr,
right, spent some money on that then. You would have spent some money on that. Yeah,
Pulisic out for Rodriguez, Richarlison and Digne for a -8, and great transfers. Beautiful transfers.
Well, -8, Digne obviously got 1 point. But obviously the main was Rodriguez and Richarlison. It could end up paying off. Obviously Son's yet to play, Kane's yet to play. Would be just a Spurs thing now, wouldn't it? If they got a bit of a result there. Southampton, who was shocking Southampton team.
I've seen Firetog's team. Fernandez captain. He's adamant with his his algorithm or whatever it is, his spreadsheets that he's done. He's adamant with it. There we are, half time, Jace.
Yeah, I mean Firetog's got a plan. He's captained Fernandez. He's going to hope that my curse of Fernandez not getting anything won't actually go through, and he gets something out of this game. I was worried when people are saying you've got no Man United in your team, Jason. What you doing? We've had a poor transfer window, in my opinion. I had a feeling we're going to have fitness issues. The team is slow. It's lethargic football. There's no positive movement. There's no off-the-ball runs being made that I can see. Bruno's getting the ball. He's been the most dangerous, as you would expect. Pogba's running around like a headless chicken. I don't know what's going to happen in this game. Second half, they're going to have to come out a completely different game plan. It's a completely different game plan in the second half. Otherwise, we're gonna lose this game.
Should we bring on a caller just to hear their thoughts on the first half, Chase?
Yeah, sure. Who do you want to bring on?
David or Stew Dog have been here the longest, so it's completely up to you who you want to try. In fact, I'll just do it.
David.
David.
David. Hello, David.
Unmute your mic, David. Let's talk about the first half. What are you thinking of Manchester and Crystal Palace?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, yeah. What can you say, really? It's Man United under Solskjaer. If they don't get a penalty, they don't score.
Well, yes, absolutely. But they weren't exactly like that during lockdown. They were scoring goals for fun, an average of 3 goals a game. Are you a United fan at all?
No, not at all, really. I support Preston. I'm sure you'll love to hear that, Steve-O.
Rivalries mean nothing to me. I don't come from the area, but I appreciate how bitter the rivalry is between the two clubs. But come on, I mean, United should be doing a lot better, surely.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like they'll at least get a draw still, but I'm not a massive fan of United under Solskjaer. I just don't believe in the squad.
Today's games we've had.
I just want to ask him if he's got a time machine. I'll be honest, I'm going to be quite blunt. Like, what is going on here? Bamford captain. Talk me through this decision.
It's my strategy this season. It's Fulham, realistically. Last week I had Aubameyang captain, and it went okay, didn't it? But the Fulham defence, I don't rate it. And if someone I think is a good player in attack and they're playing against Fulham, I'll captain him.
Good God, you've also got Calvert-Lewin and Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's an absolute blinder. What a game week. What was your score game week 1, if you don't mind me asking?
I think I got 74, something like that.
Whoa.
I have taken a -8 this week because I had Ali and Jota.
Wow. You still blown that -8 at the park. I mean, people saying taking hits isn't good. You've done a -8 and it's probably going to return quite a handsome amount.
I'll stick a middle finger up to the people that bang on and on and on about taking hits. This guy here has proven taking hits for players that you want in the strategy. So who did you take
49
out?
49 points. You're on 49 points already. Not including bonuses.
So I had Ali and Jota, and obviously the news that came out about sort of Jota leaving. I don't want Liverpool Jota. And then obviously Ali with the news that he's fallen out of Mourinho. So I just wanted to get rid of them, and I've brought in Barnes and Rodriguez, and yeah, it's been a good start.
And this strategy to captaincy against Fulham, is this going to happen next week as well? I mean, who have Fulham got on next? Who are they?
Unfortunately not, no, because it's Villa. And as much as I want to oppose Fulham, I'm not getting any Villa players in.
What about West Brom then? Targeting them.
What about Ollie Watkins, mate?
I think he'll do all right. But
He'll do bits against that Fulham defence, man. I'm telling you.
I hope not. But, he did well for Brentford, so
yeah, he did.
Who knows?
Yeah. 26 goals, wasn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. But the reason I'm a bit worried with Watkins is that Brentford side, I'm still amazed they didn't come up. They were clearly, for me, the second best team in the Championship last season. And I think, honestly, the Villa team playing around him now is probably worse than the Brentford side in the Championship.
Even with Grealish behind him?
I mean...
I don't know. I think that...
He's one man, though. He's only one man.
He is, but I think if he can bring that presence that he provided last year in that Brentford team into Villa, I think that he could single-handedly get 15 plus goals this year. Like, I genuinely think that. Is he still there?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, to be fair, it is a punt. I'm not going to lie. But moving on back to your team, what's your plan with your team next week? Then are you obviously quite happy with it? It looks pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't love it to get a lot of points next week, but I don't think I can really make any more transfers. The long term one I'm looking for is with the Aguero news. If I can get Jesus in, I watched Werner last week for Chelsea. He didn't look that exciting. He was dropping too deep for me to really fall in love with him. So I'm thinking maybe Werner to Jesus at some point, and then Calvert-Lewin is going to go for Jimenez when the Wolves fixtures turn.
Yeah, Jimenez is definitely he's definitely got some great fixtures, and he's just so consistent, isn't he? But I don't know if I'd be wanting to get rid of Calvert-Lewin.
I mean, this is the thing, innit? If you're a big fan of form, then people will be holding on to Calvert-Lewin. But I don't put any stock in that. As soon as the Palace game's gone, they've got Brighton, Liverpool, Southampton, and they're not terrible games. But at that point, I can't see him carrying on this form, so I'll be getting rid of him for Jimenez.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair shout. I mean, Jimenez is going to probably outscore him over those games, isn't he? So yeah, it makes perfect logical sense to have a plan to transfer him out. It's just the form is there, isn't it? At the moment with him, he's done four goals in 2 games essentially. I think Werner. I fear not owning him. You've got to be comfortable with him in your team. Up against Liverpool, do you think he's going to do anything?
I mean, on the counter against that Liverpool defence, how high they like to play, there's definitely a world where he can do something, but, it's Liverpool as well. So I definitely think Liverpool will win the match. It's just whether Werner can get on the score sheet.
What's your thoughts with Dallas? You've got him in your team, you've got 1 point. Do you think he's going to be an issue with you going forward? Like myself, I own him too. I'm a little bit. I'm in the sort of school of thinking that Leeds don't really care about defending as long as they can score more than they let in at the moment. Despite all of the rhetoric being that they're quite a defensive team, they're pretty solid at the back last season. What's going on there, do you think?
Yeah, I'm not too concerned. He's a 4.5. He's just there to rotate with Walker Peters, whoever's got a better fixture.
Yeah.
And I just think defensively, Leeds, they'll get some clean sheets eventually, but he's mostly there for the attacking returns. He will get some assists. He probably will get a couple of goals this season. And yeah, I hope I'll be able to and not have him on the bench when he does.
Yeah. Don't rotate him at the wrong time. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. How long have you been watching the show for?
Watching on and off probably since the start of last season. I think I found you. So.
Oh wow. Okay. And first time on Discord, is it, or you've been a member for a while?
Just I'm usually not really around. I watch a lot of the streams sort of as videos on YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, as around, I've had a good game week. I thought, why not?
So you don't tend to watch them live?
No, not generally, because I'm generally.
Wow. See, that's I'm really fascinated with that, because I thought that the main appeal for our show was the fact that we're live. So you're saying that you used to enjoy it, watching it after the events had happened. So was it mainly for the previews and the reviews, or were you watching the live reactions as well?
I suppose more the previews and reviews, but it's not like I'm watching them when it's not relevant. I'd be watching them probably the same day or the day after, but just when it's something good to have on in the background and listen to.
Cool, man. Thank you for that. Thanks for being a part of the community and supporting us. And even more so, thanks for coming on the show. And I hope that now you're in the Discord, you can have a look around and see what it is for its craziness. And it's a goldmine for FPL chat and rivalries and a bit of banter that goes on as well. So, yeah, stick around, and hope to have you on again, man.
Yeah, will do. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers, David.
Excellent school. A couple of questions here, Jace. I think you've already kind of done this, but Steve and Jason, what do you say so far on United's performance? Just in a few words, Jace.
Can I swear?
No. Unless someone's willing to donate.
It's freaking abysmal.
There we are.
Abysmal is the way I can say it. It's they need to up their game. They need to improve their game. They can't play like this. They're playing slow, lethargic football against a drilled Palace team that are going to hit them on the counter-attack. They need to play quicker. They need to make space. They need to make runs. They need to do what they were doing post Gameweek 30.
Thomas McStay, who are bigger whipping boys? Fulham, West Brom, or West Ham, Jace?
The biggest whipping boys I'm going to go with are going to be, in order of whipping, Fulham, West Brom. Oh, it's actually really hard, man. They're all crap. They're all probably going to go down. No, Fulham, West Brom, West Ham in that order.
There's the swear word, crap. Cheers, Benji. Benji's donated £2 kindly. Says that.
Okay.
There's the swear thing.
Manchester United have been fucking abysmal today. They need to come out and they need to play football. There we go.
That's going to cost us more than £2. A few people here saying, Matt D saying West Ham right now. What are you judging that on? West Ham haven't even played. They may win tonight 1-0. The conqueror Fulham or West Ham. Again, someone saying West Ham. And Natty Adonis, West Bromwich Albion. Yeah, I'm agreeing here. Definitely Fulham, says Mike Dardis. It's raw Fulham, and so on and so forth. Should we quickly bring on one more caller, Jace? I think we should bring on Stew Dog. He was waiting there the longest along with David.
Yeah, bring him on.
Let's quickly bring him on.
Stew Dog. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, there it is.
Hi, mate. How are you doing?
I'm super. Thanks for asking, dude. welcome on to the show. Is this the first time you've been joining us on the live stream?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I've been listening for about a year and maybe a year and a half, something like that. But yeah, first time I'll come on.
Oh, brilliant.
Cool. That's cool, man. I'll go bring your team up on the screen. Thank you for posting it in the relevant channel. 14 points. You've got Calvert-Lewin vice captain. You're going to be a bit. Well, you're going to be a bit nervous tonight, aren't you?
You know what? I really wanted the captain in, but you probably say I bottled it. It's a really good thing, but to have him as captain when he scores a hat trick, but you can't expect him to score a hat trick every week, can you? So
no one expected 5 goals today.
I went for the safe one there.
You're a little bit quiet. Are you able to get closer to the microphone or turn it up at all?
Yeah, I'll try.
It's just so you're just a little bit quiet. That's all. A few people are saying on the stream. No worries if not. I can hear you fine. But essentially,
last year I ended up just over 6,000, but I went for really safe captains all the way through. That was the tactic, and it worked out really well last year. So that's what stopped me. That's what made me bottle it this week. Basically, I went for the safer option. But we'll see. We have to wait to see what Aubameyang does. Obviously,
your quick thoughts on today's fixtures. Obviously, Everton winning, scoring 5 past West Brom, Leeds, Fulham in a 7-goal thriller too. I mean, has it brought to your attention any players at all?
Well, I was really high on Calvert-Lewin right from the start. I had him last week as well. I just thought he scored 13 goals last season, and he was in a team that was creating not very much, wasn't he? So I thought that midfield's improved so much. Even like Allen, I think Allen's a really good player. So I just thought if he can score 13 with a poor midfield, imagine what he's going to do this year with that midfield backing him up. So he's just good, really good value, I think. That's why I went for him.
4 goals in 2 games. You couldn't have asked for any more than that. It's quite extraordinary.
Oh, apparently Greenwood's been subbed on for James in the second half. Yeah, Greenwood's there. I see him on the field. Could be that lease of life that United need. Stu, thanks for coming on, buddy. Second half starting. I hope to speak to you again soon.
Absolutely.
Very quickly, Stu. What's your rank at the moment, Stu? Do you know?
I got 78 in game week 1.
Wow!
I think I was 8th in the invitational league.
You're in the invitation as well. Oh, goodness, brilliant!
Solid start, but
very good.
Long way to go on it.
Thank you, Stu. Thank you, buddy.
Cheers, lads.
Thank you.
Speak again soon, mate.
Cheers, lad.
Cheers, dude. Stu Dog there.
6,000 last year, 8th in the invitational league. What a cracking start! Absolutely superb.
Right.
And yeah, as Jason said, we are kicking off again. And it's Stuart Bell. Right. Stuart Bell. He's normally in the chat as well. Brilliant. Right, I can mark that name now. Oh, that's fantastic. So Greenwood officially on then, Jace. That must be exciting for you as a United fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Positive. It's a positive change. I was expecting it. I said that I did say early on if United were 1-0 down in the second half, he would be coming on. I didn't know if it would be half time, if Ollie would keep it until like maybe the 55th, 60th minute. But yeah, he's on. Dan James pretty much anonymous the entirety of that first half. But automatically now United are playing with a bit more urgency, but they did give it away. But back in possession again. So United seem to have got the message from Solskjaer that they need to start playing faster football. And let's see if Palace can hold out.
Absolutely. What are you expecting this game to end as?
Expecting it to end up with United getting at least a goal. I'm hoping it's 2-1.
Yeah.
I think Van der Beek will be coming on shortly, and I think all eyes are going to be on him, where he's going to play and who he comes on for. That's going to be key because, of course, a lot of people assumed that it would be Greenwood that would make way for him. I'm suspecting McTominay myself.
Two Matts here talking about Rodriguez. Rodriguez will create so many chances for Everton. His through balls and vision is incredible. And then we got Matt D saying Rodriguez has impressed me the most so far this season. So certainly get on. As we all know, Ancelotti got the best out of him at Madrid.
Yeah.
And Bayern Munich, he's now at that little club Everton. No disrespect, but it's
that little club Everton could be a lot bigger this year.
It's just frightening if they're going to score.
They have signed, as a United fan, Everton have absolutely blasted it. Like, they've signed some quality players. Decore, that Allen is he's brilliant. They've got a midfield again, and Calvert-Lewin, people might say what they say about him. He'll feed on scraps and he'll put scraps away. He is a poacher. He is a poacher in every sense of the word, I should say. Richarlison, he's something I think can flourish now under this new midfield for Everton. I think that he's going to see a lot more big chances in the box. And I can see him getting more goals. He'll get his highest goal tally for the club. United losing the ball. It's a chance here. Crystal Palace through. I'm very glad that Ayew was not looking to his left, because Zaha had made a very good run beyond Lindelof. Unfortunately, we got back to cover, but that was very shaky defending again from United, losing possession high up.
Harbour Boys here, he said it's nice to wake up and see 3 of his players score 6 goals. Calvert-Lewin, Mitrovic and Rodriguez. What a game week so far, Harbour Boy. What a game week so far.
Well done, Harbour Boy. Well done, dude.
It's amazing how if players like that David or Stu that have come on that have started off so well this season, they've got it's like you said, it's like they've got a crystal ball and they know what players to have had for the first 2 game weeks. They started so well and they can keep those wild cards, whereas someone like myself terribly started with terrible players.
Did Andy Let's Talk FPL start Luke Shaw?
He probably did, at a random guess. I can easily find out if you want me to. I will happily check to see if Andy did, but he did. I know he's got him.
He must have done.
I'll find out for you. I'm sure someone in chat will be able to tell me.
He must have done
immediately, if that's the case. But
yeah, the chat's saying he did.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I must admit,
he also had Calvert-Lewin from the start. So
as much as I would love to have United players in, no defenders for me. We're just not we're not that solid at the back.
Paulie making a very good point here. Everyone using wildcards and taking hits to bring in Man United players, and they've looked awful so far.
Yeah,
well, ask Jason.
I haven't taken hit. I haven't done a wild card to bring any Man United players in.
No.
I'm a realist. Like, some people can have blind and blind
Hold
faith
on,
for their club. And
bit of an injury worry concern for a player. I don't know who, but a player has gone down. It's Fossa Mensah, apparently.
Oh, right, okay.
If you keep up to date with the injury that's going to come through in a minute.
They're breaking again. Ayew into the box and Shaw running with Townsend. Townsend getting the better of Shaw. Cutting inside, looking to whip it into the box. He does so. The ball's cleared by Pogba, and Fossa Mensah drops immediately down to the floor, holding what appears to be his face. Oh, it's not. It's nothing big. It's just a facial injury, maybe a scratch to the eye or something like that. He's like kind of touching his eye area. Yeah, he's probably got poked or scratched in his eye. It's going to be a bit sore, but no, it's nothing to be worried about. Calvert-Lewin wasn't injured. He just had an ice pack on him. It was fine.
Eh?
He had an ice pack on his
Ah,
thigh after the
precautionary.
game. Precautionary. Just, a lot of
Relax
players have
the muscles.
a lot of players have ice packs on them. They just, it was just people getting a bit worked up over nothing.
Thomas McStay, Everton to finish above Man United, Jason?
No, not for me. I think United will come good. I think I just have a feeling they're going to start off the season slow. I don't know why, because the season hasn't had much of a break, so there's no real reason for this. But I think the weeks that they weren't playing football, I think they've just gone back to this sort of like boring football again. But second half, they're trying to make things a bit more urgent in second half. Pogba needs to really step up his game for me. Instead of giving away fouls and looking awkwardly at the referee like he's doing now.
Some action, Jace. Some action.
All
Follow
right,
it live.
So the referee's blown for a free kick for Palace. I don't know who's taking it, but Sakho's about to take the free kick just inside the Man United half. 53 minutes played. All the guns are up there for Palace. And the ball's out on the left-hand side now with... Oh, run into the box. Cut back. Is that Zaha? Leaves it. Andros Townsend with the ball smacked again over the bar. He's hit a few over the bar. Other than the one that he slotted in, which was a good finish in the first half, he's had 3 chances on goal. All his other 3 chances have been just over the bar. He's not been able to keep his shot down. If he kept his shot down, that would have been awkward for De Gea. Get rid of United players, says Paulie. I think if you've got them in now, you've got to keep them, personally.
Do you think Zaha is playing like the way he is, like a man possessed almost because he's looking for a transfer? Or do you think he's thought...
I think that Zaha's always had the ability to be a special player. Like I think he knows that he's the big dog in that club. Like, I think he's a little bit too cocky sometimes. I think he needs to just concentrate and be more of a team player. I don't know. Does he want to move away? I suspect he does want to move away. I think he does want to move away. So yeah, probably a bit of both there. I think he's made it obvious that he wants to leave.
Everton. Didn't he say some nonsense?
If he joined Everton, oh my God, oh my life.
Just going to look at your rival in the content creator league, J&O. Let's see how he did. Calvert-Lewin. He did a -4. He's got Fernandez playing in this specific game.
God. United are just... Come on, man. What's going on? Ollie needs to get McTominay off. I'm sorry. He needs to get Van den Beek on. We need to do something. We need to make a positive change.
Who would Van den Beek come on for?
McTominay probably, and then just have Pogba as the holding mid. Because right now he's not offering anything in terms of create. Oh, he's just giving the ball away again. As I speak, Pogba's just literally passed the ball away. And you know what Pogba does when he does this thing where he goes like this? He goes like flaps his arms around like that, like as if to blame other people on the field for his own mistake.
In the content creator league, Paul McKinnon's had the perfect game week as well. Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, and Mitrovic. Ooh, well done to you.
Yeah, scrap that. Pogba off, Van der Beek on, McTominay is the holding. That's what would be better. You're right. We need to get a goal. We need to get a goal soon. Rashford trying to pass it into Martial. It was not a penalty. Get back up, buddy. Which he does, so he gets right back up. Oh, dearie me. fair play to Roy Hodgson. Fair play. I've got to give credit where credit's due. So a lot of people saying that he could have been in line to get the sack, but from what I've seen, he's done a very good job at setting his team up. He's got a good game plan. He's frustrating United. He's, as I thought, they're playing on the counter. They're exposing United at the back, which is not hard, to be honest with you.
Who
United,
would you play?
Oh, it's a yellow card for Fossey Mensah. Sorry.
Who would you rather start in the team, Shaw or Williams? Or is there no difference?
I honestly don't. Williams, because he's got more of a point to prove for me. He's young, energetic, and he's passionate. I just think at the two, Williams for me. But Teller's assigned for us now, so it makes no difference.
That a transfer you're happy with?
Yes. What's the? I didn't read the update for Wan-Bissaka. What's the situation with Wan-Bissaka?
I don't think there is a situation, is there?
Can somebody fill me in? Why is he not playing? Is he just not fit? Is he what? I haven't read anything on him.
Jace, this isn't bad news, but we're just going to have a bit of fun here. So you know how a certain friend of ours seems to jinx. Action, Jace. Talk us through it.
Maguire with the ball in the United half, passes it through to Lindelof, centre circle, looks to play it forwards to Fossey Mensah on the right-hand side. Fossey Mensah now cutting it back, playing it back to Lindelof, who's then passed it back to McTominay. Not much action at the moment. Maguire now driving forward for United. Maguire halfway into the Palace's half, out to Fossey Mensah to the back post, and Greenwood has just missed a header at the back post. It would have been a Fossey Mensah assist. Greenwood's unhappy with himself. It was a very good chance to put it on target. He doesn't do so. But a chance none the least. More than we've had for the last 40-odd minutes from United.
So I've got good news and bad news, Jay. So a very close friend of ours, Mr. Bull, he's done a couple of transfers.
Oh,
and the bad news is that he seems to jinx himself and jinx players. So the bad news is he brought in Sterling, like you have. However, he vice-captain Sterling, which means that Sterling's going to do really well, and his captain Aubameyang is going to blank. So congratulations, Jason. I can just hear it now. Dan's going to come on.
Where is Dan anyway? Where is he in the Torbay Elite?
He's literally same points as me, right at the bottom. 29th.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically.
He's on 2 points at the moment. Rashford.
So, yeah. So, well done, Jace. There's your captaincy come through.
I'm not going to... Literally, come Monday night, I'm going to be so nervous. It's going to be unbelievable.
No, you don't need to be nervous.
Oh, Zaha chasing the ball. It was David De Gea coming out well there to get rid of it. So out now to Greenwood on the left-hand side, interestingly. Greenwood's playing on the left. Rashford is playing... Hang on a minute. Rashford's playing on the right, Greenwood on the left.
That means nothing to me. Explain to me, are they normally the other way round, are they?
Rashford to Greenwood. Now they seem to be swapping. They've got more of a free role, it would seem. Rashford's now moving into centre, and the ball's pumped in, and it's away by Sacco. Well, good defending. Yeah, they are.
DZRSN. I'm happy Greenwood is in because a friend of mine got Costa on the bench. Very lucky. Very lucky indeed. Mohamed Rawat, who will be adding Gareth Bale in their squads, like Jason said. Wait and see what he's like.
Greenwood to Martial. Martial trying to cut it back. No one there. Absolutely no one. The box was barren. Oh. Townsend looking to drive it at Maguire, but Pogba's back to help out. But then Pogba stops running, and now the ball gets put into the back post, and nobody marking Ayew, I think it is, or Schlupp. And it's Schlupp who's given away a free kick to United in their own box. The game has got better since Greenwood's come on, I have to say.
But you're going to wish he should have started for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, definitely. He should have started. James just didn't offer anything. It's not Premier League quality. And Luke Shaw now passing it. Oh, he's getting closed out. Palace, I'm going to clap every time. Absolutely brilliant defending. They have got United sewn up to a T. They know exactly what United are trying to do. They're reading every ball, and fair play.
Oh, the history. It's the history again. It suggested it.
I know. It was one of these games that I just thought, United back, first game of the season, Palace. You were saying that you don't think it was gonna. You thought 1-0. Was that right?
No, I said 3-1.
Oh right, I said 1-0 to United. I think that's a foul, and is that Luke Shaw's picked up a yellow card? No, Maguire. Maguire's picked up a yellow card. There we go. To all Maguire owners out there, I don't know why Maguire was shown the yellow when it was Luke Shaw that pulled him back, but okay, I know that he came in for the tackle, but yeah. Martial's in Mitchell's back pocket. Mitchell! I tell you, Mitchell, been done very much. Right, Van den Beek's put his shirt on. He's coming on.
Hey!
Mitchell deserves to be in my defence all the time. He's bringing in the goods. I mean, egg on my face, as Steve-O would say. Of course I should have played him over Dallas. Of course I should have played him over Digne. What am I thinking? Bloody casual. Townsend on the right now. Well done by McTominay, and Bruno getting fouled, but the referee's playing on. And it's with Fosu-Mensah now looking to charge out on the right-hand side with Greenwood. Greenwood looks to take on Mitchell. Mitchell backing away, and the ball's blocked by McCarthy. Again, great defending from Palace. United back midway into the Palace half, being forced backwards. Pogba back to Maguire, and it's back to Lindelof, back to Fernandes again, and it's right-hand side with Fosu-Mensah into the box. It's a dangerous ball into the box. Martial with a heavy touch, not normally associated with him. And it's away by Mitchell again. Mitchell's having a game, I tell you now.
Goal! Jason, goal!
Oh, it's going to be United. Bruno Fernandes with the ball at the moment. Out to Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah back to Bruno. Bruno back to Martial. Bruno again then to Maguire. And Maguire. What's Maguire going to do? Oh, hang on. Palace has got the ball. Oh no, it's not the counter-attack, is it? No way. Oh, it's a mistake by Lindelof. And it's a ball into Townsend again from Ayew, and it's Townsend 1-on-1 with De Gea, and De Gea gets beaten. But the flag has been raised. I'm sorry.
It's unfortunately...
Ayew, yeah, he's offside.
He's offside, yeah.
He's offside. And it wasn't Townsend, it was Zaha. I don't know if
Van der Beek looks like he's coming on.
Yeah, he's on the field. I don't know what to say. It's just they're not confident at the back at all. United, they do not look comfortable. Lindelof howl over a mistake. It was the same sort of thing as what Van Dijk did against Leeds. Just slipped on the ball. And if Zaha could have timed his run, it would have been curtains. I mean, we're approaching the last 20 minutes of the game. United need to get a goal now. Shocking is I think shocking is too nice of a word, to be honest with you. It gets to the point where it's no longer shocking anymore when you get used to seeing it, Nick Reed. You know, it's like, it's not shocking. The shock factor is not there. It's just abysmal. That's the only word I can think of. Abysmal. It's just abysmal. Oh,
say that again.
I mean, Lindelof with a volley. I mean, it was nowhere near the goal. I mean, the corner came in from Bruno, flick on from McTominay, back post is Lindelof with a typical defender's strike, miles over the bar.
More action, Jace.
Okay, and I'm not going to look at chat. I'm not going to look at chat.
Don't look at chat. Don't worry about chat. I'll deal with that. You carry on with the commentary. It's good.
Guys are kicking it up. Challenged there with Greenwood and McTominay looking to close down. It's with Zaha. Zaha through to Townsend, who takes a good touch. Are you looking to chip it over to Gea, but doesn't quite get the purchase on it that he needs to do so? Nice play. Counter-attacking play from Crystal Palace there. United now looking to do the same with Bruno out left to Rashford. Rashford, can he play it into Donny? Pass it to Donny, man. Pass it to Donny. What's he doing? He's trying to do one of those amazing valve shots that he does from 45 yards. There is a VAR just come up on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
A ball, it's a hand situation. I'm looking now, and as the ball was played through, the IU chip was blocked by the hand of Lindelof, and the hand was in, and oh no, that's not looking good. That's not looking good.
The referee is checking the penalty.
Oh God, this isn't looking good. He's got his arm like this. He's got his arm like this up in the air, and he's trying to head it or something. I don't know what he's trying to do. His arm's like that. It's not a natural. It's not a natural.
I'm sure they can give it here.
It's not a natural position. The referee could.
We've got it. Sorry, Jace. I've got it in chat. It's a penalty. It is a penalty.
I like to see this. I like to see the fact the referee's looking. I love this. This should be a regular thing right now. They should be doing this every single game for decisions like this. All penalties should be looked at like this. This is a defining moment of the game, a penalty that can change everything. And it is a penalty. I can't believe it.
I'll let you talk through it, Jace. I'm not going to say anything. You talk through it.
I can't believe it. It's Lindelof again. It's Lindelof again. I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. It's not good enough. This is not good enough. And all credit to Palace. I have to give Palace a deserving of the win. What he was thinking, I don't know. His arm's up there. I don't know why. I don't even know why he's. I don't know why he's throwing his arms up in disbelief. To be honest with you, it's shocking. I said it. It's abysmal. Oh my God, De Gea! If you can come up with the goods now and save, this is the time to prove all your haters wrong. To show that you are the goalkeeper that everyone knows and loves, other than United fans.
Walk us through it, Jace.
Are you stepping up as a penalty? David De Gea, please save this. Please save this. Are you? And he saved it! He saved it! David De Gea saved it! And it's a brilliant save. Oh, come on. He needed that. He needed that. A bit of...
Hold on. We've got a VAR decision, I'm afraid, Jace.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
You've got to be joking.
For potential encroachment.
You've got to be joking.
They are retaking it, Jace, but I will let you go through the action again. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, no. Oh, for freaking hell, man.
We have got a penalty, everybody. It is going to be retaken. One of the worst penalties has just been taken. De Gea did save it. But...
oh, his feet weren't on the line. Oh, that is so flipping close. That is so close, man. I've seen keepers do that all the time. Oh, come on. I've seen that week in, week out. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you're going to have to take us through the retaken penalty, Jace.
Oh.
Going to tell us, Jace?
Zaha scores. De Gea goes the right way, but he can't save it. I feel so sorry for De Gea. I feel so sorry for him, man.
Do you agree with Steve McLaren that this is VAR ruining the game? Or do you think no?
Yeah. I think that I'm all for the right. I mean, to be honest, it's the penalty was the right decision. The penalty was the right decision, but I think you're going to start retaking every other penalty if we start going to that level of foot movement from goalkeepers. I'm sorry, but almost every penalty, a goalkeeper will do that. They'll move their feet slightly forward off the line. I'm not talking like inches. We're talking like literally centimetres. It's not gaining them, in my opinion, any advantage.
Just to reveal the Arsenal team news. Leno in goal, Bellerin, Gabriel, Holding, Tierney, Xhaka, Ceballos. Now, this is the interesting one for myself. Saka starts, Willian, Aubameyang and Lacazette. So a front five of Ceballos, Saka, Willian, Aubameyang and Lacazette.
Nketiah not playing, sorry.
Who's that?
Nketiah. No.
He wasted time anyway. Absolutely useless. Moving on to West Ham. They are as follows. Fabianski in goal. Fredericks, Jupe, Diop, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Masawaka, Rice, Susek, Fennells, Bowen, and Antonio. So the interesting news here is Saka does start. Willian's going to be very interesting one. He's somebody on potentially my radar, but you know, Arsenal's fixtures do come up a bit, but we've had high scoring games today. We've got a shock result at the moment. Crystal Palace, although history suggested that they could go this way. 2-0 down, 2-0 up, to Man United. Incredible day of football. Benji saying United deserve it. I really want Man United to score now.
Right, United do deserve to lose this game in the pure fact that we have been awful. And Palace have been brilliant in their game plan. I fully respect it. However, if we can get a goal now in the next minute or two, I think it could make for an amazing end to the game. Because United are starting to force the issue now. they've woken up a little bit. I know people say, "Oh, they passed it now straight to Palace," and Palace are going to hit them on the counter attack at every opportunity. I'm so frustrated right now. I can't even speak.
Well, you're a fan. I don't blame you. You're watching this tripe. This is what it is. Tripe.
I just don't know what to say anymore. We're going backwards. We're going backwards, man. We're going backwards.
How long left of the game, Jace?
13 minutes of the game remains, or 12 minutes of the game remains, and we're losing at home to Palace.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Teams, this is what they were saying, weren't they? If United are going to put up a challenge, they need to be beating teams like this. Well, okay, they could come back and win 3-2. I have no idea. Doesn't look like it based on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you classify it as an embarrassing result so far?
No, I think it's not, because I think that would be taking it away from Palace, to be honest. You've got to give Palace the respect, and we're all for knocking them when they play poor, Palace, and believe you me, they've had their moments. But I think that when a team comes to Old Trafford with a game plan like this, they execute it perfectly. Zaha's been absolutely exemplary. Townsend's been exemplary. Ayew's been brilliant. Schlupp has been excellent down the left-hand side. Mitchell has been brilliant. The defenders, they've all put in a shift. And no, this is purely outplayed.
It was two seasons ago.
We've been outplayed.
It was 2 seasons ago when Wan-Bissaka was 4 million. Is that right? And he played for Crystal Palace, and everybody kept him on the bench. He was getting clean sheets, assists left, right, and centre. Same as this year with Mitchell.
Well, Mitchell's obviously a placeholder until Van.
Action, Jace. Got some action.
Right, so Luke Shaw's on the left-hand touchline with a throw-in. Throws it into Van den Beek. Van den Beek hits it back to Fosu-Mensah. Fosu-Mensah out wide to Greenwood. Now Greenwood with the ball. Back to Fosu-Mensah. Into McTominay. McTominay back to Greenwood. Greenwood on the edge of the penalty area. Shoots and gets blocked. The ball's with Lindelof. Still with Lindelof. Spreads out wide to Fosu-Mensah again. Lots of play going through Fosu-Mensah. He drives it in. And the ball's ricocheting around. It's Van den Beek. Let's turn the ball into the net. There he is. Donny Van den Beek.
There we are, Jace.
Right, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Right. Can we get another goal? Will it go down as an assist? I don't think it will. It would be Fosu-Mensah that gets the assist. If it does, it's come off of a... It's very unfortunate for Palace. I mean, it's ricocheted off a defender into the feet of Van der Beek, who's perfectly executed the shot to the keeper's right-hand side, to far left-hand side of the goal. Well done. Anyone that owns Van der Beek.
Yeah, that guy in your rifle that's top of the Torbay Elite.
You're joking.
No, he brought him in. Look at your face. This is wonderful. This is genius.
Lewis Robinson's got him.
Yeah. You cannot make it up. Oh
that's crazy.
My God. How much is he anyway? 6.5? Let's have a look.
7, isn't he?
7. Van der Beek. Where is he? I've got the team up on my screen. I can't even see him.
7 million.
7 million, is he?
Yeah.
God.
How many people have transferred in Man United assets on a hit this week, Steve-O? Do you think?
Oh, there'll be. I know for a fact that my friend Sahil, he did. He captained Martial as well. So,
Van den Beek. Come on, Donny.
Van der Beek's 7 million. It's a price that just horrid. I'm not.
Well, he's playing advanced, mate.
Well,
he's playing that KDB role. That position, I should say. He's just waiting for the ball on the outside of the box. He's a bit close there, for sure, but he's looking to get involved with the passing. I like it. Yeah. Oh, nice bit of skill there to Rashford on the left. Go on, Donny, whip a ball in. Go on.
Lewis Kirkby, of course, a Man United fan, saying, how can we beat anyone with Dan James, McTominay, Fusa Mensah in our 11? There is no depth in any position, and the quality we do have is lazy because they know there is no competition for places. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a very, very good point.
That's why you need to make some transfers.
Sure. Garlio.
It's Raw saying, how does Van der Beek affect Bruno, Jason?
Bruno's dropping deeper. They're kind of pivoting, to be honest with you. But Bruno is dropped deeper since Van der Beek's on the field. Absolutely. Van der Beek is now on the edge of the box. Bruno, I'm looking at him now. He's halfway in the Palace area looking to whip the ball in. And he does do so. It's the back post for Shaw. Shaw looking to play it in. It's away by Townsend.
Lewis Kirkby also making a point. Do you agree with this? Also, a clueless, inexperienced manager who's learning on the job doesn't help. Your thoughts on Solskjaer, Jace?
Sorry, but it's easy to point the finger at Solskjaer. But if he's not been given the green light to go for players he wants, or he's not given the funds, then I'm sorry, it's not on him. Woodward has got to explain why we've been so poor.
Action! We got some action, Jace.
Bruno Fernandes on the halfway line. Spreads it out to Greenwood. Greenwood now inside as Igalo who's waiting for it. And the ball's now up with Zaha. Palace looking to break into United's half. Mitchell now on the left-hand side. Looks to play it in to Zaha. Zaha turns. Maguire having a shocker again. And he scores. Zaha scores. What is going on?
I had a comment just so everybody know while Jason goes off to get a bottle of beer or something.
A cup of tea, Steve.
A cup of tea. He's going to put vodka in that. I spoke to my housemate and who's called Steve. I'm Steve-O, he's Steve, and I said to him, unfortunately, I believe in karma, fate, and everything. And I think the reason why I do so bad at fantasy football over the last 2 seasons, including this, is because I laugh at everybody else. And I've now accepted that. I've grown a pair. I've genuinely congratulated Jason on his wildcard team because he has got an excellent one. But I cannot hold back on this result, Jace. This is, I said 3-1, but not to Crystal Palace. I said it. Extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary, Jason. Give us your thoughts. You're speechless. That says enough, to be honest with you. Quite extraordinary.
Well done to Crystal Palace. You deserve the result. Well done to Barnes. Well done to all the Crystal Palace fans out there. You absolutely deserve to win this game. 100%. Well done.
There we have it, everybody. Jason is not a happy bunny. Do you blame him? No. Is the simple answer. Do you blame him? No. I'm just quickly looking at my wildcard team here at the moment. If I could fund it, I would. Crystal Palace's next fixtures look absolutely sublime. Everton, Chelsea, Brighton, Fulham, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley. It's just a sea of green. Mr. Reed, if you're watching this, you'll understand this. Sea of green, sea of green, sea of green. In fact, does anybody if anybody in this chat right now, there's over 300 people watching this. If you are enjoying, in fact, if you're enjoying the fact that United are losing right now, let's do a Jason. let's hit the like button. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the fact that Man United are losing 3-1 to United. If anybody gets that reference, by all means. Andre D, I'm tempted by Zaha. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm 0.2 out to have a midfield of Click, De Bruyne, Sterling, Zaha, Rodriguez as a midfield 5. I could get rid of Trent or Robertson or Saiss or someone like that, but tempting. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Jace, I'm charmed by what you said and what David said about Fulham and Watkins.
Well, he's
I'm charmed by it. Genuinely,
you've got the actual privilege of being able to watch him before you dedicate that slot to him.
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully by that point the damage will be done.
Yes.
People are ripping up their wildcards to get rid of United assets. I mean, I think Bruno will come good. I think United will come good. I just don't know how long it's going to take. Ollie's got some serious problems. There's definitely a motivation issue going on here. There's definitely a tactical issue here. There's problems. The camera's looking at Ed Woodward now. Only he knows what's going on behind the scenes with United and the debacle of a transfer window. I mean, Donny, fair play to Van der Beek, to be fair. He's come on and he's looked the most hungry. Of course, this is his debut. He's looked hungry more than Paul Pogba. And I know it's easy to point a finger at Paul Pogba, but sorry, he's not cutting it for me. He's not cutting it for me at all. Luke Shaw, shadows of his old self. He's been pretty anonymous. And that Tellers needs to get in signed as soon as possible.
But is he going to do anything to improve this team in the sense of stopping results like this? Genuinely.
Yeah, I think United haven't got the width, so to speak. In this game, they haven't had the fullbacks really bombing forward and putting in quality passes. And this is Palace going ahead forward again. I don't even want to watch it. It's just I don't know what to say, man. I'm lost for words. I'm sure it will be sorted. Martial's now playing left. Greenwood's in the centre, playing as a striker. That's interesting. And you know what? I've just watched you can tell a lot by players and their reactions when they lose the ball. Steve-O, when Liverpool lose the ball, what do?
They get it back as quickly as possible.
And how do they do that? They chase down.
By charging down and putting 2 players onto each player that's got the ball, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. When Man City peak of in their prime, when Man City are playing, when they lose the ball, what do they do immediately? The exact same thing.
They do exactly the same thing, yes.
When United lose the ball, when Martial loses the ball, he does this. When Pogba loses the ball, he does this. Looks around at all the other players on the field and looks around to blame everyone else apart from him. It's the attitude. The attitude is the problem. There's no what's the word I'm after?
Desire?
There's no responsibility. The players aren't taking responsibility for how they're playing on the field. And it's that comment that was made in chat that there's no one on the bench that can worry really a lot of the starters. So it's like there's no competition for places, or as little competition for places, and it's led to complacency. There's no intensity. Yes, exactly. There's no heart. There's no desire, Gavin Gould. It's just the whole, lost the ball. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad and true.
How long's left of the game? A couple of minutes, Jace?
A couple of minutes. But it's like, I have to say, I've got to give credit to Crystal Palace. They've made it look very, very, very easy. But I can guarantee they've put in a shift today. They've put in a shift. Take care, Manchester Reds. I've got a cup of tea, mate. I find a cup of tea makes everything better.
Yes.
You know what? Makes even, I'm even going to break out a biscuit.
Send me a few down my end. That's the way it's done, everybody. Send me food. I need to grow my arms.
Well, this certainly isn't food to grow your arms. This is food to try and take away the pain of watching your team get humiliated by Crystal Palace of all teams. But Zaha's looked good. And that's a custard cream, ladies and gentlemen. That is a custard cream right there. There we go. That is quality viewing right now. Elite FPL, where you come to watch me, depressed, eat custard creams and drink copious amounts of tea. You've got to dip it. You've got to dip it, guys. Eat some jelly beans before the gym.
Get the veins out. Get the sugars in, get the veins out.
I tell you now, if City go mental tomorrow, Monday night, I'm going to put a big middle finger up to all of you guys. Telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. And I can't wait. I can't wait.
Well, it's going to happen because Dan Bull, like I said, he's vice-captained Sterling, which means that Sterling's going to bang. These are facts. These are the facts.
What do you think from Aubameyang tonight, then? Minimum one goal?
I predicted a goal and assist. That's what I predicted. Roughly, 10 points. That's what I predicted. So, and there we are. That's the end of it, Jace.
Put me on my misery.
I know you're a couple of minutes behind, but it doesn't matter. That is the end of it. Yeah, I predicted 10 points for Aubameyang. I predicted 14 for Sterling. That's a total, sorry. So that's 7 points. I'm predicting Sterling to score a goal, and I predicted Aubameyang to get a goal and assist tonight. I don't know what effect the other players will have on him. Lacazette, Willian, Saka, Ceballos or whatever. But I'd like to think that tonight that Aubameyang will return a double-digit haul and hopefully some bonus points. That's really what I'm in need of. As from a rivalry point of view, that's what I'm really wanting for obvious reasons, because it means that the pressure's on Man City to perform against Wolves.
My Sky team. Talk about my Sky team.
Oh, yes. Who'd you captain it today?
I left my captaincy on the same as last week, so it would be Timo Werner as my first captain.
Oh, you haven't got anybody from today?
I forgot.
Ah, damn. It's like they say, just even if it's the worst player on the planet, You've got to captain anybody, even if it's for 1 point. At least it's double to 2.
Well, my team in Sky is Digne, Ramsdale, Oxlade, Alexander Arnold, Doherty, Digne, Justin, Antonio, Barnes, St Maximin, Aubameyang.
Oh, you should have. You could have had Captain Aubameyang. Well, you can do, can't you? Oh no, because the game started. Just realised.
Wait, I don't even know how to use this Sky thing.
Oh really? I don't even play it. I'll take you through a tutorial.
I really don't know how to make. I really don't even know how to play it. What? I need someone to talk me through it. I think on Discord at some point.
Bilal saying here, Jason, your views on United. Jason, your views on United, I am completely agreeing with as a fan myself. Also, I applaud you on avoiding United and going against many people's thoughts and myself on owning United in fantasy football. You are an elite FPL manager, as your channel is called. Respect and fair play. There we are, Jason. There we are. Any words to Bilal before we clear off into the sunset?
Yeah, sometimes you got to just swallow your pride with your own club. Even if you want the best for your own club, United are and will continue to be in a very bad place until we get someone like Sancho through the door. We haven't got the competition in the team to spur the players on. We haven't got the morale, the attitude's not there. Hopefully it'll get sorted, but until that point in time, it's going to be interesting. Good call on Click as well, Jason. Too bad he got a yellow. Did he?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't actually own him, so I got opponents in for Click last minute, didn't I? Just got on the stream. What happened to Man United? I don't know, Ray. You might. It's just
re-listen to the 2 hours.
Yeah, just re-listen. I mean, it's one of those. It's a car. It's like when you see something in the distance, it's coming, and you're just like, I knew this game was going to come, and I just thought, you know what? I just don't think we're going to start the season very well. Thank you, FPL Jack. It's much appreciated, dude. We need a better 1v1 centre-back. Lindelof was awful today, to be honest with you, Moaz. He was awful. I wanted Upamecano. I think it's pie in the sky that we would have had the chance to possibly bid for him, but Upamecano for me would be perfect. Sancho as well would have been nice. When we've seen teams that have made quality signings. I even look at Everton, right? I look at their signings, I'm jealous. Like, that's where we've got to. When myself as a United fan can
improve the defence probably.
Yeah. Maybe I should sign up and go in defence, partner up with Maguire. I in all seriousness though, the transfer window's still open. Something could happen. There's no desire to win games at the moment. United were built on the formula of attack. We will win at all costs. Some of them don't deserve to be wearing that shirt, is my opinion. They're letting themselves down.
A quick question from Adrian Tan. Jason, are you regretting your wild card? I could probably answer it for you, but obviously it's...
No, I'm actually over the moon with my wild card. I'm set up for the foreseeable future. I've got one change to make, and that's Aubameyang Salah. I'm really happy. I've got Walker Peters to rotate through with Justin and Dallas in respective game weeks. I couldn't be happier with my team. Despite the Everton wipeout of the clean sheet, it's hours of thought and debate went into this team that I'm certainly not going to let blanks in my defence upset me. This is going to be my team for a long, long time. So there, I am not regretting my wild card. Sorry to disappoint you all.
Can I do a bit of serious, kind of Elite FPL business kind of stuff for a split second? So FPL Jack is making a point here. Mr. Reed, you're going to Goldbridge. Stuff you then. FPL Jack is saying that he absolutely loves our channel, blah, 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 blah. He cannot stop watching us. And then he makes this point. You both deserve so much more exposure. I'm going to spread the news and the best I can. The reality is, FPL Jack, without boring everybody to death, we're a live stream service. That's all we do is live streams. Myself and Jason are fully aware that let's be real here, if we were to do shorter videos, like 10, 15 minutes long or whatever, yeah, you are right, we get a lot more exposure. The thing is, I don't enjoy doing them, and I think Jason's kind of in the similar ballpark as me. I personally really, 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 really enjoy, shall I say that again? Really enjoy the live stream format. I love the fact that we get X amount of viewers in just to watch two people, myself and Jason, just doing what we do, and I'm glad that anybody that watches us or anybody that subscribes to us, whatever, that enjoys the content that we do, is being part of this journey. Because the reality is that no matter how serious I get or whatever, the following day I've forgotten all about it. That's the truth. We can all have a laugh, we can all have a joke about it, we can all get serious, etc., etc. But we're just here to entertain. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want to do is just entertain people, make football fun, I suppose, and also kind of get people involved in rivalries and everything. And the only the only rival I saw, I'm not going to name them because there's a bit of beef, but there are two individuals last season that got a bit serious. It was great. I absolutely loved it when it got really, really serious. And I know people enjoyed the rivalry between myself and Jason. We all know what happened last week. Last week, in fact, what happened. So it's all fun and games, and it's game week 2.
It's game week 2, and we've been very fortunate to see a massive increase in people watching us, and also the amount of people coming into Discord as well for the first time. A majority of them staying, coming on the show for the first time, talking to us. This has always been about a community. It's always been about people coming in. I mean, Kushai Girl, so that we enjoy your content. You give lots of info and fun. We enjoy with you guys. Thank you so much. I mean, we just want to play out the emotions like as they are. Like there's no planning, there's no preparation. There's a lot of great FPL channels out there that put a lot of time, and I've heard how much time that they spend in making their videos. You're talking 8 hours to put some of this content out there, just for a 15-20 minute video. 8 hours. Lots of painstaking work that these people do, and they deserve to be recognized for it. We're just what we are, and there's no hiding from the fact that we're very emotional when we play this game. Very, very competitive. We like to hear true opinions. We don't like to skirt around subjects. Some people don't like that. That's fine. There's plenty of kind of squeaky clean content out there for you to digest if you don't like this sort of stuff and the sort of language that Steve-O does on occasion. But we're going to be pushing more stuff for you guys. All the members that are supporting us will be doing more member stuff as well. And for the gold members, I look forward to giving away invitational mugs every single month to the manager of the month in that league. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger as long as you guys keep coming back. That's essentially it. You guys are the bread and butter of the show. It's true. You hear it from everyone in the content creator world. If it isn't for the audience and the guys that keep coming back, we wouldn't be at the stage we're at now. And I want to see that shed built in the bottom of the garden, and I want to be in that shed in my studio producing this content. And one day, maybe, just maybe, I can go part-time at my job and actually look at doing this a bit more seriously. But at the moment, it's fun. We're here to just sit back and enjoy the ride that you guys and Steve-O and everyone else takes us on. And thank you. Subscribe to us on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Oh, follow us on Twitter. There you go, and subscribe to us on YouTube. There we go. I was doing so well. Anyway, you want to go and tell them what to do?
Yeah, it's the usual story. If you enjoyed the stream, then just simply hit. In fact, to be honest, there's about 1 million people here saying that they've enjoyed the fact United lost, and just for that, just hit the like button. If you enjoyed Man United losing, hit the like button. If you've enjoyed the content over the last, even Jason streamed this morning with him doing what was it, a pirate accent you were putting on there?
Oh, it was embarrassing.
Ahoy there, my mate! Yeah, you get the idea.
FPL pirate here, guaranteed points. Get your points, FPL.
I thought when you did that, you put on one of those animation things that you did ages ago during the virtual FPL days.
Oh no, that would have been funny, wouldn't it?
I thought you'd done that, and I thought, has Jason turned into a putt? No, you hadn't. You were just putting on a funny accent. But anyway, if you enjoyed it all day today, then just simply hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at Elite FPL. Make sure you head over to the Discord. The link's in the description.
Come and join us. Chat to us in Discord, guys. We're always in Discord. And
Jason is.
We'll be in Hangouts later on.
Other than that, no, Jason, you've got that not special announcement. Just tell people what you're doing tomorrow. I can't wait for this. I'll tell everybody quickly now what I'm doing. I'm covering the Chelsea-Liverpool game. But Jason, tell us what you're doing.
I'm going to be out for the whole day, so I'm around people that don't follow or support any clubs. So my family are completely non-football related. Therefore, I'm just looking at this now, and it looks like David De Gea's foot.
Yes.
Hang on. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. It's just talking about the off the line malarkey. Anyway, so essentially, it just distracted me. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to watch any games, so therefore, I'm just going to wait until the Sunday surgery, which will be in the evening, about 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow. And then I'll react live to the results of the games without knowing. And then, of course, Monday night will be the night that City play, and I will see what my availability is. I'll let you know tomorrow night what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You need to wave, Steve-O. Give him a wave. He's waving.